I had a topic planned, I think. I don't know, I forget. I got on my bike and I rode here to work out and it just kind of slipped my brain. But I thought of something else, and that's a cheap primal diet. So what is a cheap primal diet? So basically, you just want to eat the best you can on a budget. So think about it this way, like you go out to eat, or even just a fast casual place like Chipotle. You know, Chipotle is an example a lot of people use because it's filling, it's not too expensive, it's fresh, it's okay food. So it's like 10 bucks, 13, 14 bucks you get a drink. Maybe more if you get a side. So what can 14 bucks buy you in a day? So let's look at it like a week. Like you go to the store, you go to a farm or whatever, you get your food for the week. You know, you can get like 3 pounds of ground pork for 5 bucks. Ground once, by the way, not ground twice. And that 3 pounds, that could last you a week easy. Not the biggest meat portions, but you can make it work. Gallon of milk can last you a week. That's $8 to $11. Eggs, $3 to $5 for quality eggs, depending on where you look. And you know, you buy 3 to 5 dozen eggs. That lasts you a week easy. What else? Vegetable juice. If you need the vegetable juice, you buy 4 or 5 stalks of celery. That's anywhere from like 10 to 12 bucks, at least where I live, organic. That's about a week of vegetable juice. If you've got a slow masticating juicer, you're doing about 2 cups a day. It's not the most, it's not optimal, but I'm not talking optimal, I'm talking cheap on a budget. So think about it, like you spend that one meal, like for that one meal at Chipotle, and you do that what, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. That's anywhere from 10 to 13 to almost $40. So if you eat out 3 times a week, don't tell me, or don't tell yourself that you can't afford good food for most of the week. Most of the week, honestly. You know, the minimum, you know, and don't get caught in this, oh, well, he said I'm not doing the diet right, and he said I'm not eating enough of this, and he said I'm not doing enough vegetable juice, and he said, you know, no. You can't do that. You can't compare yourself to other people because everybody's goals are different. Yes, eating a strict primal diet 100% is great. It's gonna build your health and help detox you, and you're gonna get better faster. But not everybody can do that. And a lot of people just don't realize that their life doesn't revolve around the diet. Some people are just like so focused, like they don't have any understanding, they don't have any, I don't want to say empathy, but like there's no conscientiousness, and that's off-putting to a lot of people. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to set you free. I'm here to tell you that the minimum you need to do to see improvement in your health is to eat raw meat twice a day, twice a week. That's it. That's the secret. Twice a day, twice a week, raw meat. Just raw meat. And everything else is gravy after that. If you do 2 raw meat meals a day, twice a week, you're going to see improvements over 6 weeks. In about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you'll see improvements. You should see improvements. And not even really by changing anything on your diet, but you should. If you're eating junk food, you should change your diet. You should stop eating the crap in your diet. You should only focus on the good foods, whole foods, even if they're not raw. No processed foods. That's it. That's all you got to do. So, you know, talk to your butcher, see what's cheaper. If the ground meat's cheaper, buy the ground meat, but tell them you only want it ground once. You may have to buy it in a certain quantity, but hey, that's okay. That's your meat for the week, and that'll last you for the week. So don't worry about it. It's an investment. You know, all this food, you know, you just can't look at it, oh, I'm just eating food to survive. It's like, no, you're eating food to thrive. You have to change your mindset about food a little bit, because it's an investment in your health and well-being, because it's not only going to just sustain you and get you through the day, it's going to make you better for the next day. It's going to make your mind sharper for the next thing. It's just gonna take you to a new level. You have to look at it that way. It's like you're building experience points. It's not just like eating, oh, beans and rice and a little chicken, you know. Yeah, that's okay, but I mean, you know, that's not great. It's not gonna help you level up. You know what I'm saying? So don't let these people judge you and shame you into not eating raw all the time, and if you're not eating raw all the time, you shouldn't do it at all. No, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to, like I said, I'm here to set you free. Twice a day, twice a week. That's the minimum you gotta do to start seeing improvements. So there's really no excuse to not do that. Because you need what, 4 meat meals? Half a pound to a pound per meat meal. That's, you know, 2 to 4 pounds of meat. If you just got some ground pork, good quality ground pork, that's $10 to $20, you know, a week. How much food do you spend on those meals a week? Like, if you were to calculate the meat meals you'd be eating raw with the meals you're eating now for those times, how much of the cost difference is that? Is it really that much? I wouldn't think so, especially if you're eating out at restaurants. Don't tell me you can't afford this, but you want to eat at Chipotle once or twice a week. No, spend the money on the good food and replace those meals with that, with the Chipotle, the raw meat with the Chipotle. You get 2 meat meals out of the Chipotle. So, you know, you got to start thinking about it like that. If you really want to take it seriously and get into it, you'll do it. You'll find a way. You'll find the money. Nothing wrong with that either. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, do it at your own pace. Ease into it. It's a new thing. Ease into it. You should never try to go full bore into a diet unless you're a really extreme, eccentric person. That may work for you, but that doesn't work for a lot of people. You kind of have to ease into it. So don't worry about other people saying you're not doing the diet right, blah, blah, blah. Just focus on getting your 2 meat meals in twice a day, twice a week. Twice a day, twice a week. Just tell yourself that. Start with that. And then build from there. Everything else is gravy. But at the same time, try not to eat junk food or processed food while you're making this transition. That's about all.